We are joined with Ricky, and he's going to be telling us all about the Minster Windsurfing Club and Academy. Ricky, welcome along to the show.
Good evening, Daniel.
Firstly, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I got into windsurfing about 25 years ago. Really wished I'd got into it a lot sooner, because it's such a great sport, great hobby and great lifestyle. And then progressed onto it. It's quite a hard sport to sort of master quickly. You've got to sort of build up. You've got to sort of build up slowly with it, and work at it. And then I built up into managed to start racing, which was good, and it improved my sailing a lot more as well, windsurfing. And as the racing took off, as I'm getting a bit older now as well, so it's not as easy to sort of compete with the youngsters that come along. I'd like to get into, I got me instructor's course and start teaching and coaching and making new windsurfers.
And I guess that moves us on to the Minster Windsurfing Club and Academy. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Well, yeah, we set my partner and I. We set it up. I think it's about 3 years now. Okay. We started doing it, and it was just basically just quietly, word of mouth. Anyone that was interested, we'd sort of get them out on the water on some of the small pieces of equipment that we had at the time, and people were sort of getting into it, and we were getting new faces on the beach, so we figured that we ought to go into it a little bit more seriously. We took over, like, they had a small Minster club there, and we sort of took that over because it kind of sort of laid a bit dormant, and it's sort of gone on from there, really. We've got we managed to buy a lot of new equipment. Of course, the equipment we've seen a lot of changes with the equipment as well. It's got a lot more stable and easy for people to learn to windsurf. They're spending more time on the board as opposed to in the water. We offer a two for one system as well to get people in, so that if there is like husband and wife or brother and sister, boyfriend, girlfriend that are competing against each other, that sometimes sort of helps as well, because it is kind of a competitive sport, and how fast you can move and quickly through it. It's clean, environmentally friendly.
Ricky, can you become a member of the Minster Windsurfing Club and Academy?
Well, you can come up and talk to us, have a look at our website, which is www.minsterwindsurfacademy.com, or you can call me. All my contact details are on the website. We do the membership, which is pretty good, really, because what I wanted to do, because I'm actually teaching people right on the sea. Okay. We have got a lake facility just beyond that, but predominantly people are going to be wanting to go on the sea eventually anyway. So I figured I'd skip the lake and just go straight for the sea. We've got a jet ski, which I will put out on all beginners anyway. We do get a lot of westerly direction winds as well, which is offshores and that. So at low tide, it's kind of pretty safe because you can walk for quite a long while. And obviously with the jet ski there, it's quite easy for me to bring people back. The membership also offers a cover when we're not there. So once people are up and running and they've got their own stuff and their own equipment and they're out there, we give them, which is it's going up next year, but at the moment it's just £25 a year, and it's like a tax disc style system. So they get it. It runs from the time they join, pretty similar to a tax disc, but they've all got their own little number, which is unique to them. And we urge them to display that on their sails, which obviously if the Coast Guard see any equipment floating around out in the sea, they know who it belongs to. They've got all their next of kin details, because we pass each member's details on to the Coast Guard. And predominantly if there's a vehicle that's parked up on the beach with a tax disc in the windscreen and no windsurfer anywhere, again they can try to establish what's going on. It just makes it that little bit safer. Also as well, when we're teaching them, we make sure that everybody is within their comfort zone. Obviously we know about water and some of the dangers that it has, but if you are confident in the water, even if you can't swim, you can still windsurf, which is a good thing as well. When the windsurfer drops, when the sail drops, it stops. So basically you haven't got to be a long distance swimmer to try and catch up with all your equipment, not like a lot of these other sports out on the sea. So it's good for that.
How are you funded and supported at the Windsurfing Academy?
We've got some funding which we received from the community sports activity. What they're basically doing is allowing us to put children out. So we've got like an allocation of 72 children to put out. Obviously we won't charge, we just put them out, make sure everything's okay, and hopefully make windsurfers of them. We also fund some funding obviously from the membership, but basically that just runs some of the jet ski and obviously the discounts that we can give them on purchase of new equipment. Most of the other funding is basically what we're getting from people actually learning to windsurf. We're not doing it full time, so it's sort of, at the moment we're trying to build it all up and get it up and running. It's a slow process, and obviously there's not a lot of money around at the moment to be able to throw into these things, because it's not as if you're getting a huge queue of people coming to want to windsurf, which is a shame really.
We are joined with Ricky, and we're talking all about the Minster Windsurfing Club and Academy here at the Monday Night Community Show this evening.